boy Mark.
And your girl Mona.
We got another money moment for you guys. Appreciate you tuning in this special moment.
This special moment.
So Mona.
Oh, okay.
So, for those who are in need, there are a list of places that you can go to during this time where you can, pick up some extra groceries if needed. One particular place is Solid Rock Ministry International. They have a food. Yeah, they got a food pantry.
Soft Creek Road. We're in the Raleigh area, so Soft Creek Road in Garner. Also, another place you can go to get certain resources. A lot of schools are still serving lunch. So if you go during lunchtime, you can still get free lunch for your children if you have children, which I think is a great resource. I think sometimes we don't use our resources enough. And then sometimes we don't know about certain resources, so it's good if you do know about some things to let people know. Always people will look out. If you know of somebody in need and they can't travel to a certain place, maybe you can go pick up food for them. I just think at this time we just need to think about not just ourselves but other people, because a lot of people are in a worse case than we are. Or even they might be in the same. You might be in the same boat with the person, but you might have that heads up that you can help them out. So always think about another person.
Yes. Also, stimulus check.
Lord.
That package.
So also, I know a lot of people the 15th of April received the good old stimulus check. I wasn't that excited about it. I mean, I'm thankful.
Why you weren't excited?
I'm thankful for $1,200, but really, what's $1,200 in the grand scheme of things? Like, I saw this meme and it had like an astronaut floating in space, and then it had $1,200 inside it. That's really how it was. It's like you throwing it in a pot to just in a vast. But I mean, it's helpful. I'm glad that they did do it. I mean, people are in need currently. So for sure, that's a good thing that they're helping people who are in need. But it's just this one time. Just think about weeks from now when that money's gone, what are people gonna do? So that's my opinion on that. But who am I?
Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion.
Exactly. But for people who weren't expecting it, if you filed your 2018, 2019 tax return as a single person, you got $1,200.
$1,200.
You filed married filing jointly, you got $2,400. If you had dependents on their tax return, that added $500 for each dependent, and that's if that dependent was under 17. So 17 to 24, those dependents you filed, you did not get any extra $500 for them.
Yes.
Or also, if you filed them as a dependent on your tax return, they didn't get an individual stimulus check, even if they filed themselves.
Right.
So another reason I'm like trash.
Yeah. So be on the lookout. If you have not received your deposit yet, more than likely you're going to receive a check.
So you can track your stimulus check if you haven't received it. You can go to irs.gov. It's like /coronavirus/get-my-payment.
Oh Lord, you know the whole.
I do. I've been saying it often. Or you can just go to the irs.gov homepage and it has like a link where you can click.
Get my payment.
Yeah, it's right on their homepage because that's really what's focusing on this right now. So.
Yes. So guys, with that, we're gonna talk about open. No, we're talking about closed. Oh, we talked about open and loans last time.
Yeah.
So today we're gonna talk about closed-end loans. Today.
Closed-end loans.
Closed-end secured loans.
Yeah. So a closed-end loan a closed-end loan can be unsecured as well, but it can also be secured. So a closed-end loan can still be secured by your signature. It'll just have a certain term. Some people prefer to have a certain term for their finance. Like some people just prefer closed-end loans over open loans. I'm not one of those people, but some people do. But closing loan as a personal loan, just like an opening loan, you can sign for it as your signature being your security of the loan. But it's for a set term. So it's for a certain amount of time that you will have that loan. Once you're done paying it off, it's closed and done.
Yeah, so there's no more perpetual borrowing like your open end loan. Usually with these types of loans, they're for your big ticket items like your car loan and your mortgage. Um, you like that, don't you? I know. So they're more focused on those types of items, and kind of like what Ramona was saying. You have your car loan, right? And you agree to the terms with the interest rate, and there may be additional fees within it. Um, and a portion of your payment goes towards the principal and then towards the interest for the duration of the term. Right, right. Thank you for the support. Right, and so um, with these types of loans, they have a lower interest rate. So you always want to do your due diligence and kind of research what kind of rates are out there. There are competitive rates, so you want to be mindful when you're shopping around.
Right. Yeah. So like you're getting an auto loan. Say you're at the dealership and they're offering you a loan. You just need to be conscious of what kind of interest rate they're offering you. Because at the time, even if you're like, man, I'm just going to refinance this later or something like that, that initial interest rate could mess you up because you're paying so much in interest and paying less towards the principal. So that's why you need to focus on the interest rate, because the interest rate depends on how much you're paying down the principal. So that's important when you have a closed-end loan.
Also, this type of loan, it's secured because it's your property, your home, your auto loan, your car is collateral, and so if you fail to pay towards this loan, more than likely your car can get repossessed, and then or the lender can jumpstart the foreclosure process. And so when these are very big decisions that you really want to make sure that you're prepared in advance to take on. So it's okay to do your research. It's okay to take your time and really think through. Because another thing dealing with your car, you have property taxes, you got insurance, all of these things going to
like what you're paying monthly.
Right. So make sure you're really doing your calculations prior to
make sure that something like that is affordable for you. Because even if you think you can afford the monthly payment for that thing, you might go ahead and get insurance, and then you're like, man, my insurance, I'm paying $100 a month. I wasn't calculating that in my budget. So that can be something that could catch up with you. In the meantime, you're like, man, because normally for a secured loan, you're going to have some type of insurance. So if you have an auto loan, you're going to have full insurance for that auto loan, because the lender that you're working with, they're going to want, if you were to get in a total loss accident or accident in general, they want your insurance company to pay for that because they have interest in that collateral now, that they're financing it for you. So they want to make sure that you have full insurance on that. And just like a home, you're going to have homeowner's insurance for that home as well. That's going to be a part of your monthly payment normally in your escrow. But that's always something that you need to think about, because those other miscellaneous payments that you need for your secured loan is going to be part of your monthly payments that you're going to have to pay.
Right. So with that said, closed-end loan is basically a loan where it's fixed. You don't have to keep borrowing. It's a one-time event, kind of like, I like to think of it like a marathon. You're a runner, right? You got a starting point, right? Then you be in time, and then you have a finish line. So you're running, you're making your payments, you have a set time, and then there's a finish line. So that's how I like to think of it.
Okay.
I like to think of it like that. You don't think of it like that?
I can see where you do nothing.
Okay. So, all right, and also it's structured to where you have your payment going towards interest and the principal, right? And so it not making your payments can, definitely affect your credit score. Of course, that's a no-brainer. So always make sure you're making your payments on time. If you do indeed are in a situation where you can't make the payment, you always want to communicate. You never want to just run and hide. That's the worst thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You always want to be in a good position with your lender because they might be able to work something out with you.
But if not, they will repossess you.
Right. They will be, and then with the repossession, there's a whole bunch of money that you would have to dish out just to get back the vehicle.
Yeah. And even if the vehicle was repossessed, your loan will be always paid off in full. So you could still have a certain balance still on the loan after they've sold the vehicle. If they repossessed the vehicle, sold the vehicle, you might still have a balance left on that loan that'll be charged off against your credit. And so you'll still have that charged off against your credit, and you just have to pay that. Or wait 7 years till it falls off. But then again,
you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
You don't want that to happen.
But like Marcus was saying, with a secured loan, this is something that is normally might be larger than maybe an unsecured loan that you might have. So it's a bigger investment, and then if that's something that you don't repay, that can be charged off against your credit and really impact your credit negatively. So like we said, payment history is 35% of what your credit score is made of. So when you're paying back something that large, it's helpful if you're making your payments on time, and then just keep making those monthly payments.
And it will set you up for the next item that you would like to purchase.
Get a loan for.
Yeah. So with that said, guys, we appreciate you tuning in for Money Moments with your boy Mark.
There you go, Mona.
Oh.
Peace.